Dropshipping has funded my life for the past few years, but there are still so many people who don't know how to even start the business. So that is what we are going to talk about in this video, how you can start. So let's get into it. So I put together a game plan outlining every single step you need to follow to start dropshipping and succeed. On top of that, I'm going to do every single thing that I talk about while I'm explaining it. And I also want to put my money where my mouth is. If I do all this while I'm talking about it, you guys can hopefully trust me and believe that this is all doable. And by the end of the video, you guys will basically have all of the secret sauce, all of the information for exactly how you can start and scale your own dropshipping business right now. I'll make sure this is as easy as possible to consume, so let's just start with the basics. You have to first understand that the world provides money to those that provide value. If you're going to start a dropshipping business and try to sell a product that is not valuable, no one's going to pay for it. One of the products I sold that made me over $1 million was this little thermometer right there. It was valuable because it helped check people's temperatures to in turn see if people were sick, and businesses happily spent thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars on that product because they saw value in it. In order for you to start a successful dropshipping business, you need 3 different things. Number 1, you need a product that people actually want to buy. Number 2, you need a website that is trustworthy. You don't want your customers landing on your website and it looks like no one's gonna buy if that's the case. And number 3, you need a marketing strategy to generate sales. I'm going to hold off on the marketing part for this video simply because it's gonna take me a lot of time to go through it and actually do it, since again, like I said, I'm gonna do all of those steps that I just mentioned. I'm not just gonna talk about them. So subscribe to see how I market this dropshipping business we're about to create. But just understand, if you lack in any of those 3 sectors, your whole business will crumble and fail sooner or later. Sure, you may have some small success, but long term, you're not going to succeed. Now, I don't want this for you. I want you guys to succeed. So what I'm going to do is I'll go over product criteria right now, and then after, we will go hunt for a winning product and I will find one, and then we'll go from there. Consumers usually only buy products that they see as valuable. That's why they can justify the purchase. So when you are getting into this and when you're looking for a product, do not think you can just pick something random and it's going to sell. It needs to have an exchange of value, because that is essentially how business works on a small and large scale. So what I'm going to do is now try to find a really good product that provides value into the marketplace that we can go out and sell. So let's start finding a product. But first, we need a product research strategy. So this is exactly what I am going to do, and this is what I pretty much do for a lot of the products I find. Is I basically get on my phone and I go on this nice little app called TikTok. Essentially, I set up an account, a fresh one. If you guys want to do the same, set up a fresh TikTok account and then just scroll through and like any videos that showcase a dropshipping product that you think could potentially sell. And then after a few days, usually the account is warmed up to where now you can scroll on the feed and then look for good products. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is just get on my phone, spend some time on TikTok. My goal is to find a really good product in under 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get on the app and hopefully we can find some good stuff in that time frame. I spent the next 10 minutes scrolling on TikTok to find something that I truly believe I could sell. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were some bad products I saw that solved literally no problem, which was a huge red flag. I think we found the product that we're going to now build out a website for. It is this inflatable neck pillow that I just found on TikTok, and I think this could honestly do really well. Like, it solves a good problem, and I think a lot of people struggle when they're on a plane and they struggle with trying to sleep. Now, when you find a cool product that you think you can do really well with, don't get too excited. Before you actually start selling it, make sure you check if you can actually profit. Then that is when we can confirm the product is potentially a winner, or at least a good product to try out, and then that's when we can build out the website. All right, I just got back from the gym, but now what we need to do is do some research on this product. So I believe I showed it to you guys. It's this inflatable travel pillow that you can use if you're on an airplane, if you're in a car, if you're on a train and you are traveling for a long distance. You can use it to get comfortable on your journey. And so I think it has a really good sell point, but before we do all of that stuff and before I sell it, I need to ensure that it has a few different characteristics to make sure that I can profit and actually sell this product. So first things first, I need to make sure that I can sell this product for a good price. But before I find out what I can sell it for, I first need to find what I can source it for. All right, I typed in travel pillow for airplane on AliExpress and I actually found quite a few listings. So I'll just go with this one right here. It had 1,500 orders or so. And from the looks of it, for cost of goods, I can get it March 9th. I would probably want to go for a faster shipping. I can get it for $9 and then plus shipping, which is another $18, which is honestly kind of high. Like, I know it's something where maybe I could sell it for a lot of money, but that is kind of a high price. So what I'm going to do next is just go onto Google and just type in the exact product just to make sure that I can sell it for quite a bit of money. If I can have a 3x markup, that's a good sign. But if I can't, this may be a hard product to sell, but maybe I could find something similar to it because I really like this sell point. Like, I like the idea of being able to sell a product to people who travel often, because a lot of people travel via airplane literally every single day. And so I think this is a broad enough product that I could easily scale it up to pretty good numbers. I just typed in inflatable neck pillow for plane on Google, and then you want to click the shopping tab. All of these products you guys will see, they are going to be ads. So this is not just products that are being sold online. Well, it is. However, it's people that are actively spending money on a daily basis, paying Google to rank for all of these search terms, which means the product is in demand if you see it. So I can see one for 30 bucks right here, $38, $4 on AliExpress, and there's just a ton of different ones. So that's good. There's people selling the product right now, and that leads me to believe that the product sells. However, again, when you compare this with the sell price on AliExpress, it's pretty tough. So I don't know if I could even make this product work. Sure, I could make sales, but I can't really get away with selling this for any more than 30 to 40 bucks. And even at that point, that is an $18 cost of goods product. So if you're getting a $10 cost per purchase, you're maybe profiting like 10 bucks, if that, if you're selling it for 40 bucks, but that is probably unlikely at a high scale. So with that being said, I don't know if I could sell this product. However, after going through this AliExpress page a little more, I saw this product right here that caught my attention, and it was this little travel neck pillow. And so essentially what it is, from my understanding, is it's a cloth that's wrapped up in some sort of support frame on the pillow. And so what I'm going to do is just go on Google, because I want to sell something in this niche, is I will type in neck pillow travel and see what else we can find, to see if we can find a similar product. And yeah, I think this is it right here. And pretty easily, I just found a brand selling this exact product or a similar product for 60 bucks, which is really expensive considering that you can source it for like $5 to $10 on AliExpress. So what I'm going to do is probably sell this product. It's a lot smaller. So one of the issues with the inflatable product as well was the fact that this product is kind of bulky. So it maybe takes up a lot of space, and people may not want to pack this in their suitcase because space is valuable when you are traveling. And then another thing is it could pop. That's an issue I don't really want to deal with. If I'm running up a store, I don't want to have tons of customers complain in a month that their product is popping. I think that would be pretty annoying. So maybe I could sell this product, which is honestly, yeah, it's a whole lot better. So I'm honestly a lot more confident that I could sell this product just because it looks like it's pretty good quality. There's already a brand that has been selling it, and we can check SimilarWeb to see that they're getting a few 100,000 visits a month, which is a good sign. They're probably making $200,000 to $300,000 every single month, maybe more. So that's a really good sign that the product is selling well, and that's going to give me the green light to sell it, just because, and I'll explain this, the product is selling for $60. I'm getting it on AliExpress for maybe 10 bucks, if that. And so that allows me to have amazing margins. I can even undercut this competitor just because they're branded and they sell it for 60. I could come in at literally half the cost at 30 bucks or maybe 40 and undercut them and still have amazing margins. And the cool thing about this is people are traveling. And so the cool thing is people travel in groups. So if a dad sees my ad, maybe he has 2 kids and a wife, he buys 4 instead of 1. I think this would really crush it. And so I'm going to go along and build out a store with this product because it's pretty damn sick. I'm going to go on to the next step and start building out the website for this product because I really think I could sell it, and it's honestly a good product that prior to this video I had not even seen. So what we're going to do is head on to Shopify.com and we are going to build out a website. Now that we're on Shopify, once you guys put in all of your information, go down to online store, themes, and then scroll down and add the Sense theme. All right, so that Sense theme, it's gonna take a minute or 2 to add to your store. So while we're waiting, just go to canva.com and let's create a logo. Now, I want to create 2 different ones. I'm gonna show you guys what I would do if I were running a general store, which is essentially a store that you're gonna sell a ton of products on it. And then moving past that, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I would do if I were setting up a one product store, which for this video, I'm going to do because I feel pretty confident in this product. General stores have amazing benefits though, because if a product doesn't work, you can easily pivot onto another product. So don't think that you only need to do one product stores. I have a little bit more experience with dropshipping, so I'm confident with this product. However, if you're not really confident with a product, don't feel the need to build out a one product store, simply again, because you can easily pivot if it doesn't work. So what we're going to do is click create a design. I can do a custom one because I have the premium plan on Canva, and then I'm just going to do 1000 by 250. If you don't, just create one and then you can just crop it once it's done. What I'm going to do now is build out both logos, one with a general store in mind and one with a one product store in mind. And once I come up with a name and everything and a style, I will show you guys exactly what I've came up with. All right, after a bit of time, I've came up with two logos. We have one that looks very premium in my opinion. We have the neck buddy, which sounds so trustworthy, and I think it's just a fun play on words because this is a product that supports your neck. So it's like your little neck buddy, and I think people could appreciate that rather than just some bland name like just a travel pillow for your neck. So I think the neck buddy sounds really cool. And so this one is blue. I wanted to play into the calm, comforting aspect of blues, which is why I selected blue, and I basically just went onto elements and typed in neck and then threw a little image right next to the text neck buddy. But the logo is overall pretty simple. Again, I'm still testing this product, so I don't want to dump a whole lot of time and money into a logo to be made. However, if the product works, maybe in the future I'd change it, but for now that's more than enough. And number two, we have hula, H-O-U-L-A, so it could be Who LA or hula. I don't really know what the word means. I just came up with some sort of word that sounded nice and inviting. And you can change this text. I don't really care to make it super crazy, but I have it black for this one, and then I just put the sunshine on there as the O just to make it kind of fun and playful. I want people to trust this store, and so trying to intertwine some sort of playfulness into your logo will allow people to drop their guard a bit while you guys sell them. And so those are the two logos I made. They both would work well, but for this video, I'm going to go with the neck buddy, and we will build out the Shopify store with neck buddy in mind. So I'm going to copy this color code because we will be needing this later, and then I'll just Google it just so I have it plugged in. That way I can keep going back and copy and pasting it because I'm going to need it while I build out this whole Shopify store. All right, now that the logo is done, we can build out the fun part of the theme of this whole Shopify store, which is going to be the exoskeleton. So as you saw right there, you just basically, and I can go back real quick and show you guys, you just go onto online store, themes, and then to change it and to customize, you click this big green button that says customize, and this is where all of the fun begins. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes banging out this homepage, trying to make it as good as I physically can, and I will show you guys what I come up with instantly. It's going to take me a lot of time, but we're just going to cut to exactly what I come up with. So now we need to dial in this homepage first. It looks very bland. It doesn't look like the neck buddy at all. And so what we need to do is do the logo. We need to add all the colors, add nice text, and just make this feel like a trustworthy brand. And so I'm going to try my best to do that in a timely manner, starting with the announcement bar. What we can do is we can do free shipping over or on orders over $50. So that's going to be a nice way to incentivize people to buy more than one of the product. And then one thing that is unpleasant to look at is the colors right now. So solid button label, this I always set it to white just because I don't like the off-white that they keep it on. For accent 1, this is where you want to intertwine that blue or whatever color you guys are working with for your brand. And so I'm going to do blue for now. For this one as well, I will do blue. You can also select recently selected, but that will hit that blue, and now we're good. For accent 2, gradient, if you don't want a gradient on the Sense theme, you just scroll down here, click remove gradient. So I'm going to remove that. And then secondary colors, text, it's close to black, so I'm just going to throw it on black. Outline button, black. This stuff is all pretty simple, but I'll just show you guys it. Off-white, we're going to change that to white. I don't want this gradient, so I'm just going to remove it. And then for this one, we will do blue as well. And then this last gradient, I will actually make it. So keep note of where this position is, because I'm just going to plug it in and then select it. And then same thing for here. I'll plug it in and let's do that. It's going to be a nice blue area. And then here we will do like that. So there we go. All right, cool. The colors look a whole lot better. No annoying green. That I honestly think that sense green is gross, so I don't know why they put that. But now what we can do is we can start working on all this random stuff that looks empty, starting with this little image right here. A lot of people don't know where to get a good image. If you just click select image, you can go to free images and type in the word neck. I already did this. However, you would just select that and then click select, and then it'll throw it onto your library. And now you have a picture for literally whatever you want. Like, we can change it. Like, we can go and search up something random like sunshine, and I'm sure something will come up. Yeah, maybe not perfect. We could do dog. If you guys are selling dog products, pick a dog, whatever the case may be. But again, for this one, we're just gonna do neck. It's a super simple photo, and it can outline the pain that people would feel if they don't use our product, which is what we are trying to do. We're trying our best to push them to buy our product, and I have a cat hair on my hand, to buy our product and to basically make them understand what they're missing out on. And so that is the goal, and I think that picture outlines that. Now we need to do the fun part, which is all the text. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do some thinking, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. After a few minutes of intensely thinking and pressing my keyboard, I came up with a little bit of text for the homepage that makes it look pretty solid. And so I'm gonna read it out to you guys, make sure you know what I did and why I did everything, and then we can move on. But real quick, before we do that, the logo is not done. So we just wanna go over here. It's this little paintbrush theme settings, and then right here you can upload your logo. I already have it uploaded. That way you guys don't see all the files on my computer of all the malicious stuff I do behind the scenes. I'm completely kidding, but once the logo is added, now we can go through all of this juicy text I added. So, ditch the neck pain. This is something that I wrote up. I know, it's amazing, but basically the reason you want to say this is that's what they're trying to ditch. That's the problem they're trying to solve. Anytime you sell a product or attempt to sell a product, you don't want to sell it based on the physicality. So as I showed you guys the product, like, it looks cool, but people don't really care about that. Sure, maybe a little bit because they're going to be wearing this, but they're more so looking for a small, convenient little neck buddy to just solve their neck issues when they're flying economy, which is what a majority of people will do. So you need to sell this product based on those issues that they're facing. So traveling doesn't have to be uncomfortable. The neck buddy keeps you comfy even in the most uncomfy positions, and it doesn't break the bank. That is a solid piece of text that you guys should try to replicate with whatever you guys are selling. Again, sell based on emotion and sell based on the problem that you're solving. And then next, what this is it's just a piece of rich text, as you guys can see right here. This just says, Neck Buddy USA, based in California. We saw a real problem with the seating situation on flights and long car rides, and we're determined to find a solution. After many iterations, we came up with the Neck Buddy, your friend who keeps you comfortable even in those terrible economy seats we all dread. So that is, again, trying to hit on that emotion, mentioning economy seats. Everyone hates them. I still sometimes fly economy, and I hate them. I hate the fact that I can't really lay down at all, and so making sure people are hearing that in this text, it's just going to kind of jab them and make them feel like shit, and then you sell them the product, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, I can now be a little bit comfy in my economy seat. So that's good. That's what you want to do. And I'm saying this being someone, I fly economy sometimes. So it's not like I'm trying to take a jab at people, but that is that. And then what we're doing here on multi-column, I actually use multi-columns for reviews. So what I did is just typed up a ton of random stuff mentioning why people bought the product and how they enjoyed it in 1 to 2 sentences. I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, those are little testimonials that honestly look pretty good on the homepage. Now, I wanted to leave a few things to do. So for collection list, I don't do that because it's a one product store. If you guys are doing a general store, sure, but for this one, we're not. And then we still need one more section. So we'll just do add section and do the featured product. And then what we can do here is raise this above the email sign up. But the only issue is we don't even have a product added onto our store. So do not fear. That's why I'm here. We're going to add the product, import it from a supplier, and get it all onboarded onto our website. And I'll explain to you guys how all of that stuff works. A lot of people don't know, like, how do you get the money from the customer to your supplier to then your bank, and how do you fulfill the order? So I'll make that very clear, and I'll help you guys understand that. So what I'm going to do is type in CJ Dropshipping. I already added the app. If you guys don't have it added, you'll just do search for CJ Dropshipping in the Shopify App Store. But for this example, I've taken the time to already add the app. So once you guys add it, go to the app, and I'll show you guys how to quickly add a product from CJ onto your Shopify store. Once you guys are on CJ, essentially, by the way, CJ Dropshipping is who supplies your product. So if you get a purchase, if Joe Schmo in Nebraska orders your product, you're not going to have a product because we're dropshipping. So CJ Dropshipping, they house the products in China for you. Once a customer purchases the product from you, they can get the customer's information if you tell them to, and they will ship out the product to your customer, and then you pay CJ whatever the product costs and you collect the profit. So that's simply put how it works. But what we need to do is find the neck pillow on CJ, so that way we can import it onto our website. So I'm just going to type in neck pillow, as you guys saw, and then we will go through and figure out where the hell it is and how much we're going to pay for the product. I already looked on AliExpress and it was pretty affordable, so I'm assuming CJ will make it pretty simple as well. So here is the product right here. I think it has a good amount of lists as well. All right, so it's looking like we can source this for 79 cents plus a $5 shipping fee, which is amazing. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see any bullshit pricing, and this is looking really good. So we get it for around $7 shipped to the customer. We could honestly sell this for like $24.99 and then buy two, get $10 off or something. I'm not really sure. We'll work out the details later, but that is looking very good. And this shipping is going to be 7 to 15 days, which is amazing. That's what you want to see. You want to get quick shipping to your customers. You can even upgrade it and do CJ Packet Fast Ordinary, and that would be 4 to 9 days. And the total shipping cost is $7.84, bringing the total cost to $8.63, which is still not bad at all. If you're selling this for $29.99, this is a no-brainer. You should definitely do the fastest shipping because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass if you don't. Customers, if they wait any longer than 2 weeks, they're going to be up your barking at you or your customer support asking where the product is. So you don't want that. All right, what you'll need to do once you guys find whatever product you're trying to sell, if you find it on CJ, you'll just click this little button right here that says list. And then for all of this stuff, you'll need to select your store, your vendor, your product type. You can just type in random stuff. For product change, you want to select your sell price. So for this one, we're going to do $29.99. Click OK. Now that's going to set every single product price. And now we need to make sure all of this stuff is taken care of. So yeah, shipping is good. Let's make sure that's going to make it $12. We can just do ordinary. And then make sure you guys select the right shipping method. For this one, it will tell you like what the estimated delivery time is. It's showing that it's going to do 7 to 15 days. Like I mentioned, you can do faster, but it's only discounting this one. So this one's 79 cents, but every other one is $3 or $4. And so what I'm going to do is just do CJ Packet Ordinary. 7 to 15 days isn't bad. And then we'll just click list now. The product is now listing, but we have some more stuff to do in the meantime. One of the things we need to do is add this app called Uplinkly Sticky Cart. I'm not affiliated with this app. I don't own it or anything like that, so don't think that, but I just really like it, and I'll show you exactly why. Because we're going to be running ads on this website and we're going to do marketing with TikTok. And TikTok, a lot of people are impulse buyers. This app helps basically convert more people that are on your website into purchasers. And I'll show you how. So once you have the app added, it's going to look something like this. All you will need to do is scroll down, display after. And so essentially what this app is it's going to show an add to cart button and it's going to be sticky. So when someone lands on your page traditionally, they're not going to be able to see that add to cart button until they scroll a good amount of ways on your website. So with this app, you can make it to where it literally just shows the add to cart right when they land on your website. It helps your conversion rate quite a bit, and I do this on pretty much every store I run. Pretty simple to set up as well. You just scroll down and on this display after, you just select after page load. So this essentially means as soon as the website loads, it's going to show an add to cart button. They don't need to scroll. They don't need to do anything. Once it loads, this will show, which helps out again tremendously with conversion rates. And then what we'll do after that is go to style. I've already selected a somewhat blue, but you'll just check this off. And then once you do, select some sort of color, whatever you guys are doing, if you can get close to it, or you can hit this little arrow and go to the hex code, and then you'll just copy it from your Shopify store. Again, I already pulled it up right here. So I will just copy that and then plug it in right there. And that is going to be the blue. And then just click save and you are pretty much good to go. Your sticky cart is going to be set up and then you're good to go with this app. So I'll show you exactly what it looks like. I was going to show you guys how it looks. However, we haven't even customized this product page. So before we do, and this is once you guys import it from CJ Dropshipping, it's gonna look like shit. And so you need to do a lot of work, including the title, the product description, and all of these photos, because these look boring and there's a specific checklist you need to go through to ensure your product page is set up properly. And I will give it to you guys right now. Here's the exact checklist to follow along when you guys are making a product page. And I'm gonna read it off of my computer just to make sure I don't mess anything up. The first thing is going to be lifestyle/demo photos, meaning the product photos show off the product itself and the photos are showing it in use. The second one is going to be the product name sounds branded. So like I showed you guys, I'm going to do something along the lines of neck buddy, because that sounds a lot more branded than neck pillow for travel. Like that just sounds boring. And so number 3 is going to be a product has a good offer or a good sale. I'll show you guys how to do that and how I do that, but make sure people have incentives to actually buy your product compared to someone else's. The fourth is the description sells based on emotion, benefit, and if possible, insecurity. And we are going to definitely do that with the product description. The fifth is going to be the description includes GIFs and photos or GIFs, whatever you want to call it, but it includes detailed photos and GIFs, GIFs, whatever, of the product in use in your product description to basically make sure it's not bland. Because if it is just text, people will get very bored. Next is going to be customer testimonials. I will set that up pretty quickly and show you guys what I've done. Second to last is going to be refund policy and satisfaction guarantee. You need both of those on your website to ensure people have all of this stuff covered. And again, I'll show you guys all this. I'm just basically prefacing everything. Last, shipping and processing times. You need to make sure that the customer knows when they're going to get their product, when they're going to get a tracking number, and all of that stuff. So with that checklist in mind, I'm going to set up the product page and I will show you guys exactly how I've done everything. All right, quick recap. We're not done yet. However, I've so far taken care of the product title, product description, product pricing, and photos. For the title, we have Neck Buddy, the ultimate travel pillow. Very branded, very professional style and feel, and I think that is going to work very well. Next, for the description, transform your travel with the Neck Buddy, the ultimate travel pillow for a first-class sleep experience without the hassle. Why it's special: experience unparalleled comfort with Neck Buddy, the trusted travel pillow with over 1 million satisfied customers. Enjoy complete head support on every journey. We basically just keep selling, keep mentioning benefits. And if I'm being completely honest, from a lot of this text, what I have done is I've pulled up the competitor for this store, which is like, I think it's called Turtle or something. And then I basically plugged in all of this text into ChatGPT and just told it to rewrite it and make it sound better and add the Neck Buddy instead of their brand name. And I came up with all of this text in a few minutes just with ChatGPT. Once that's all done, I added some media files from the competitors and basically added stuff where people are actively using the product. You guys need to do this as well. Showcase the people using the product. You don't want to make it just these photos, because before it was just this stuff. People don't want to see that. They don't want to see the product folded up. They want to see someone comfortable. They want to see them using the product right there. This is a perfect example right here. This girl's on a plane and she literally is using it. That is the ideal situation. And then tons of other ones. This one's showing how it works and how you apply it. And so all of those images just really seal the deal. This one too, she's on a little plane seat. They just seal the deal with people and they see the people using it and then they're like, okay, cool, this looks good, I'm gonna buy it. And then what I did here is for the product photos, for the variants, you need to make sure you swap this. Otherwise, if you don't, it comes auto-selected for a variant. And that's an issue if the black variant has this photo selected. So make sure you select really good images for the variants. Otherwise, again, it's gonna showcase the style photos and you don't want that. I didn't have navy red or Latisse, and so I just did what I could, but that still looks really good and it's going to make the product page look good. Now we're not done yet. We need to set up some more structural stuff for the product page, and so I'm going to go in and customize this theme and show you guys exactly what else we need to do, starting with this home page. As you guys can see, the shop now button is grayed out. You just want to click this little button right there and then click that products button and you will see your product right here, which is going to be the Neck Buddy. And so once you select that, scroll down because we already set this featured product up, but we don't have one. So just go in and select the product you guys are selling. Make sure you also remove this. It's going to be the vendor. It just said FFF. I just typed in some text and you don't want that to show. So remove that. And then after that, that's pretty much it for your home page. So you can click save, but then what we need to do is go into the product page and make some adjustments. So just click shop now, and then we can do a ton of tweaking. And as you guys can see, that is the sticky add to cart. As you see, it's just there, and we can do on mobile because we're going to be marketing this on TikTok. It is just there, and it's so easy for people to buy now, which is what you want. So again, remove the vendor, and then what we can do is we can go through here and start setting up everything. And that's messed up. So if we scroll down on this product page, what we're going to find is that there's some stuff that needs to be set up. So ingredients, this isn't a coffee or a cookie, so we don't really need ingredients. You can just remove that block. What we will, however, need to do is the how to use. You can add that if you want to add a brief tutorial. However, I already did it right there in that description. So I'm going to remove it for this one. And what we will add is the shipping and the return policy. So let's select shipping. And then all we will need to do is type in what your processing times are and what the shipping times are. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, for shipping, I just said, expect your tracking number 48 hours after your purchase. And then I said, after that, your neck buddy will arrive in 7 to 12 business days. So you want to be very transparent. I did 2 days for processing. It's going to be quicker, but I'd rather under promise and over deliver. We just need to set up this return policy, and then we'll be done with this section. So I'm just going to type something basic in. You guys can probably copy this, and then we will keep moving forward. All right, for the return policy, if for any reason you are not satisfied with your neck buddy, not a problem. Please email us at contact@neckbuddy.co and we will take care of you. Ensure the product is in original condition and within 30 days of purchase. So that's that. Now we need to talk about our brand. I'm just going to copy and paste this from the homepage. So I'm going to do that quickly. Same thing for these columns, and then we will pretty much be good to go. We've got to remove this stuff that we can remove real quick, and it'll pretty much conclude the product page. So I'm going to work on this, and then I will show you guys what I come up with. So I'm going to copy and paste all this stuff, and then we will be pretty much done. There are a few more things we have to do, but this is the boring stuff. Other than that, the website is pretty much dialed in. We added those little testimonials, and then we have an add to cart at the bottom. However, there's some random stuff on the footer page, and we need to mess with the pages as well. So let's do that real quick. Essentially, the policies and stuff, you need to have them on your website for legal reasons. And so I'll show you guys how to set that up to ensure you're good to go, as well as some other things, and then we'll pretty much be done. So all you'll need to do is go down to settings and then scroll down to policies. And I've already generated them, but what you will need to do, because I'll show you guys, delete that, and I will show you. Just click create from template. And then here's the thing. There's going to be tons of little things with brackets where you need to actually input information. So on that one, on the privacy policy, there's going to be a lot. And so when you add these policies, just make sure you go through it and remove all of that information and actually put your stuff in. Otherwise, you're going to look stupid if you have insert trading name and insert all this stuff on your pages. It's not going to look good. For shipping policy, you can take the same thing you put on your product page and put it on there. And then for contact information, you want to put an email, a phone number, and an address. However, what we're going to do, and then make sure you save all that stuff. So once all that is saved, head over to navigation, and we are going to mess with the main menu first and then the footer menu. What you'll need to do is click add menu and then select the product that you are selling, which is going to be this one right here. And then all you need to do is do shop now. And I'll show you guys exactly what this does. Just give me one moment. So now what that will do is that's going to show the shop now up here. It takes a second to load, but that is essentially what I'm doing. And now I'll show you guys how to mess with this menu right here, because you guys will probably only have the search menu. So what you'll need to do is go back and then head to the footer menu. And what you need to do is just click add menu, select the link, and then go down to policies and select every single policy. So once you do contact information, it's going to add it here. Then you'll click add menu, click link again, go to policies, and just go down the line, selecting every single policy to ensure it's on your footer menu. And then once you finish, it will look something like that. However, this looks absolutely atrocious, so we need to fix that. And then the website will pretty much be done, besides one more thing after that, and then we'll be done, I promise. So let's go back into the online store, go back to customize, and then let's tidy up that footer page, because again, this looks gross, and yeah, it just shouldn't be there. So we'll remove that. We can also remove that block. And then for the our promise, here's all I do. What's the name of this store? Neck Buddy TM. So we can just plug that in right there. And then right here, what we will do is add our contact information. You can start with either email or phone number, but I'm going to do contact@neckbuddy.co. For phone number, I'm going to plug in a random one. So don't copy this number or call it. It's not me. just a random one for a placeholder. And then for address, same thing. But the main point here is that you put your actual information. So if you guys don't have a PO box and if you don't have a customer support phone number, you can put a fake one if you guys want. I'm not going to lie, I've done that in the past. But when you guys expand your dropshipping business, because I believe you guys will, you need to make sure you input proper information because people like to call you. We've gotten calls and ended up getting some big clients with our phone number on our website who we ended up selling to in bulk. So it does definitely benefit your store to have a phone number because sometimes people like to talk to someone. And then just plug in an address below that, and that will be it for your footer. Now you can save and then go back. And then one more thing we need to do is go to theme settings and then go down until you see checkout. So let's see, checkout is right here. What you need to do is just select your logo. And so I'll show you guys exactly what it's going to look like. So let's click save. And then I'm going to go onto the product page and we can add something to cart real quick. So let's just actually do that. And I'll show you guys exactly what it is going to do. So let's go to add to cart. And then now you're going to have a logo on your checkout page. That way it looks nice and it doesn't look like a generic Shopify store. But other than that, your Shopify store is pretty much done. This is what the product page will look like. Obviously, for your product, it'll be different, but it looks very trustworthy and professional, and it didn't take us a whole lot of time. Now, that was only 2 of the 3 steps for the easiest way to start this business. However, I'm going to do the third and final step, which is the marketing. That is the bulk of this whole business. That's where you make or break your business. I'm going to hold that off until the part 2 of this video. And essentially what I'm going to do is order this product in, actually have my girlfriend film custom content for the product. And we are going to run TikTok ads, trying our hardest to make a ton of money with this product. If it works well, we'll scale it up to big numbers, but I'm going to do that in a whole nother video. So look forward to that. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, because that video is going to be insanely fun to film. And who knows, maybe we crank out some big numbers with this product. I have no clue, but the 2 steps are done. And now we just, again, have one more. So I will see you guys in that video, hopefully in a week or 2, but that is going to be a fun one and you don't want to miss it. So look forward to that. And other than that, see ya.